Good morning, friends. Good morning. Good morning. There we have it. Good morning, friends. Did you notice the great and wonderful Oz working behind the curtain there? That's Robert Marshall, otherwise known as the great and wonderful Oz. Thank you, Robert. Welcome to Unity of Fort Collins. Do we have anybody here today who's new to us that would like a welcome packet in your hand? Do you have one? Yes. Okay, well, we won't bug you after that. We have folks online, and we have a big following online, so we typically have at least 80 views of our Sunday services. So, and there's usually about 80 of us here, so just think double our community, so we've got folks out there. So welcome, good to see you all, or sort of see you. Today, our own Rev Sharon is going to be talking about mindful speech. So I'm thinking that's timely. No, it's timely in so many ways, mindful speech, so thank you, Sharon. Our reader today is Carey McVeigh, and our musician is Elise Wonder, our own wonderful wonder. Sundays, we have our church services, and we have two spiritual leaders, Reverend Jim and Reverend Sharon. And the other 2 Sundays, we take turns speaking about our spiritual journeys, or we have guest speakers come in. So anybody who's new, it's just important for you to know that this changes up some every Sunday, so keep checking us out. The Youth and Family Program continues their study of the 12 Powers by Charles Fillmore. During September, they're talking about release. Megara, would you wave? You're the prayer chaplain today. So I caught her talking. So Megara will be back in the Myrtle Room. So if anybody'd like to pray with Megara this morning, she'll be back after the service. Council meeting today at 11:30. Our good council meets once a month, last Sunday of the month. And we try to keep ourselves kind of big picture. So anybody who was here last week at the listening session, we had about 25 people who stayed. And it was a really sweet conversation. Lots of free-ranging things from how do we manage our thoughts and anxieties about political issues all the way down to let's have a game night. So it was a great conversation, and the council spent more time talking about that. The service team meets on Wednesday mornings, and we talk about lofty things. This last week, we tackled clipboards. Doesn't get any better than that, really. So, as you know, there is chaos related to clipboards. So, our most recent idea about clipboards is to have 2 identical sets of clipboards that go from the back to the front, so we don't have to change sides. Yay. Changing sides is where the handoff goes awry. So, and we're trying to limit how many clipboards can go at the same time. So these are really important conversations. So let's give this a try. Today is our inaugural run, clipboards, back to front. You can count on us. All right, I'll let the others go.
No clipboard here. Hi, good morning. That wall back there on Friday, I guess Thursday, we're going to make it the empathy superpower wall. And empathy really is the glue for the oneness in the all that we all believe in, that we are. Empathy allows us to make those bonds with one another and to come together. And it's kind of getting a misunderstood rap. And you maybe have seen it in some of your news feeds or books that are coming out. So it's really important to bring awareness to what empathy is and to embrace it as, yep, we know what it is and we value it and we're not going to stop. So we'd like that wall back there to express our empathy as a community. And it doesn't have to be art. You don't have to feel like only artists. Say you have a photograph that you just love, that you took of you and someone you loved or an animal or something that you look at and you go, yeah, we were having empathy with one another. We were feeling what the other was going through and experiencing and in that together. So photographs you can bring in, poems. A lot of you, I know, will have a favorite poem somebody else wrote. You can just bring that in. If you want to, take some crayons or marking pens and make it yours, or a really cool signature of yours on it. Doesn't have to be fancy. And then if you have a piece of art you've done, like I have one that I did about 20 years ago I'm going to bring in. So anything that to you expresses the connections that we have with each other, with our nonverbal, I feel it, I know, and I can sense what you're going through, and I want to do something about it. That's empathy. So if you can help us make a powerful empathy wall, be really grateful. You can bring them into Julie or call Julie and she'll let you know what to do. Just call Julie, we all know, and it'll get done.
Well, I was going to lead off with clipboards, Ann. But I just say welcome to everybody. Good morning. It's Gloria Willis, and I'm here to talk about the October 4th, next Saturday morning, art group that we're growing, our art community, and it's going to be an open studio in the Friendship Room. And similar to the last one that I led, you can bring something that you're already working on, but if you just want to come and play with color and paint and ideas, just want to test out and be with other people and have fun, I would just like to invite you to come and be there at 9 o'clock, 9 to 12. We'll be having music by popular demand. We're going to do the music exercise over again, and from last time, so many people like that. And so I'm just delighted to reach out. I have so many more friends here than yesterday with our women's group that we met. It was just so lovely. And so the art thing will be a way to deepen those relationships too and make new friends. So thank you, everyone. And I'll hope to see you Saturday.
Morning, I'm Jim, and I was a victim of the clipboard chaos because it didn't get quite a way around. But those of you who did manage to find the clipboard and sign up and come out Thursday and Saturday, I appreciate all your help. Thank you very much.
Well, good morning, and I want to tell you about Thursday night on Zoom, 6 o'clock. We have a Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute class, which is a seminary. It's on communication skills. I know that soon Thanksgiving is going to be here. And on Thanksgiving, you're going to be sitting with that uncle as he talks about the opposite political party. Well, we're going to show you in this communication skill class how to keep your heart open, keep calm, speak lovingly. And McVeigh Kastner is going to be one of our co-instructors and our facilitators on this journey into mindful communication. It's all on Zoom, 6 o'clock, Thursday nights. I'll give you the Zoom account number. You can join us, try it out. We'd love to see you there, so thank you.
All right. Two last things. John Magny wants you to know that choir practice is Wednesday, the 15th at 4 p.m. It's heavenly. That's it. Okay, that was fun. And we have a person who's doing meditation for us, and she's going to start. I'm shaky on this. I've lost my Tuesday nights in October, stillness through meditation. There's a flyer in the entry. So thanks, everybody. All right. We'll let go of our victim of clipboard mentality. Our unity centers us in light and peace, allowing us to recognize our God within and to radiate that love to the world. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Take out all your wasted honor, every little past frustration. Take all of your so-called problems, better put them in quotations. Say what you need to say. 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 Walking like a one-man army, fighting with the shadows in your head, living in the same old moment, knowing you'll be better off instead. If you want to sing along with me, say what you need to say. 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 Have no fear for giving it. Have no fear for giving all of it. You know better that in the end, it's better to say too much than just never say what you need to say again. Even if your hands are shaking and your faith is broken, even as the eyes are closing, do it with a heart wide open. Join me. Say what you need to say. 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 Thank you. And now a reading from Carey.
I got a poem called Words, Be Careful What You Say, by Cedric, McClester. Be careful what you say. Your words can convey a message that uplifts, just like birthday gifts, or by their mere sound, bring someone down. Because words can be profound, whether adjective or noun. Think before you speak, and be kind to the meek. Words can soothe away the worries of the day, or words can cause pain and bring nothing but disdain. They can linger and remain implanted in the brain. Words can be like tools for geniuses or fools. But once they're cast about, they remove any doubt about whoever spoke them, and it's hard to revoke them. So try not to provoke them. Better that you yoke them. Words better left unsaid should remain in your head. Once they're in the atmosphere, they can't simply disappear. Consider this when you speak, or an errant word might leak, even when it's tongue-in-cheek. That excuse is very weak.
All right, we're going to try something fun. We're going to do a little round, but we're going to start all together in unison through the first 2 verses of this. And then the third verse, we'll see if this works. You know, I didn't quite have time to figure out the choir this week, but I trust that the members of the choir will help us lead. So that last verse, we are opening up in sweet surrender. We'll sing that all together. And then once we go to we are opening, this side of the room will be we are opening. And then this side of the room will be we are opening up in sweet surrender. So kind of that first verse, and you'll be the second half. So we'll see. I'll go like this, and I'll go like that. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. Let's do that again, just to get comfortable in it. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. Second verse. We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly high. Opening up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. Let's do that verse again. Why not? We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up like a phoenix from the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly high. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. Last all together, and then we'll break into the round. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. This side still. We are opening. Render to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. Now switch. We are opening. Do the opening. Yeah, you're doing it. We are opening. We are opening. Switch again. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in a sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. Now everybody. We are opening. We are opening. We are Thank you, Elise. So, as Ann mentioned, last Sunday after our service, we gathered for pizza. It was delicious. And a listening session. There were some really cool ideas. Many ideas and suggestions were shared, but a few of them that lingered with me during the week were, first, we are a community that cultivates fun, joyfulness, love, and is aware of our impact in the world. Good one, huh? Second one was unity principles reinforces that I am not what is happening in the world. Unity is my reality. Coming here helps me remember that God loves me and I have the light of God within me. And the third one was they absolutely love the bulletin, the calendar, the teams, and our wonderful prayer chaplains. So as I thought of this, my own thoughts last week about this spiritual community were, I feel a deep peace when I walk into this place. This is my spiritual home, and you are my spiritual family. So those were my thoughts this week. So today I'm going to be talking about our thoughts and our words. And I'm doing this because it really, really is with our thoughts and our words that we create our lives. Having an awareness of our thoughts is where it all starts. Sounds easy, but it's not. We can attach negative feelings to our thoughts, and when we do this, just ask Jim, we spout out poor me or angry words. No. Or we can attach positive feelings to our thoughts, and then our words are kind and loving. So really, what we think and what we say really matters. Remember this? I said it to Dickie Mercado in first grade. Bricks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Remember who you said that to? So while that's true, sticks and stones may break our bones. And sometimes names can hurt us. In fact, words can break our hearts. As children, we didn't understand the pain our words might have caused our playmates. And even as adults, we don't always stop to consider how our words can hurt. Words spoken without kindness can, and sometimes do, leave lasting wounds on our soul. Wounds that can take years to heal. So being a watcher of our thoughts takes awareness. When we pay attention to our thoughts, we might ask ourselves, where did that thought come from? It doesn't feel so good, or it's kind of confusing. Or we might remember an appointment we missed and then be ticked off at ourselves. Or we might be having a very negative thought about someone, and we know none of these thoughts feel good. They're heavy energy. All cultures and all of the world's religions have taught that our words have a great power, more power than we think. There is power in both our spoken words and our written words. The Greeks, long ago, believed that that words were filled with a sort of mystical power. Power that could do anything with our spoken word. And Jesus taught that our words are a reflection of our hearts and that they should be used to build others up. He emphasized the importance of speaking the truth and being a blessing to those around us. And then the Buddha's teachings, and many of us know this, right speech offers us a useful guideline for mindful speaking. The Buddha had 4 guiding principles to instruct us to ask ourselves these questions before we speak. Is it truthful? Is it kind? And the one that could shut us down immediately, is it necessary? And will it hurt anyone? And the writings from the Islam faith, it says, the Muslim should strive to speak the truth and be honest, and his words should be useful, whether they are about worldly matters or matters of the hereafter. So mindful speech allows us to speak our truth bravely and boldly. And when we practice speaking the truth, we're invited to mindfully listen to the truths of others. Being a good listener is a gift. We all know how much we love to be in a conversation with somebody who seems to hang on our every word. We all love a good listener. So this morning on Facebook, I thought I was done with this. I'm sitting just checking through my phone. And sometimes Spirit nags us even at the end. I had this all done, was downstairs, my briefcase, and I read this story. And it's like, it's almost 7 o'clock. I don't have time to go change it. But it didn't go away. And I've learned that arguing with Spirit just doesn't work. So it touched me a lot. And it reminded me that people are the most important. It was written by a doctor, and I shortened it because it was very long, but he has it titled, Things That Make You Think. I know the exact pressure it takes to break a rib during CPR. Last night, on Tuesday, I learned a patient's silence can break a doctor's soul. His name was David Chen, but on my screen, he was male, 82, congestive heart failure, room 402. He tried to tell me something, gesturing toward a faded photo on his nightstand. I nodded and said, "We'll talk later." And I moved on. There is no billing code for talk later. There should be, you're right. Mr. Chen died that afternoon. And as a nurse quietly cleared his belongings, she handed me the photo. It was him as a young man, beaming with his arm around a woman. The realization hit me like a physical blow. I knew his medical history, his insurance provider, but I didn't know his wife's name, or that he'd built his life from nothing with his own 2 hands. I hadn't treated Mr. Chen. I had managed the decline of his failing body. In the efficiency of it all, I had lost a piece of myself. The next day, I bought a small notebook. It felt like an act of rebellion against charting. It is. My first patient was Eleanor Gable. I did my exam, updated her chart, and just as I was about to leave the room, I paused. "Mrs. Gable," I said, my voice feeling strange to me, "tell me one thing about yourself that's not in this file." Her tired eyes widened in surprise. A faint smile touched her lips. I was a second grade teacher, she whispered. The best sound in the world is the silence that comes just after a child finally reads a sentence on their own. I wrote in my book, Mrs. Gable taught children to read. I kept doing this with every patient. My little black book began to fill with notes of lives and how they lived. Learning to care about others on a personal basis changed me. Learning to know my patients by listening to who they really were, strangely enough, took the stress away from being a doctor. Human to human, heart to heart, it changed my life. I learned words and listening are what really matter. You see why I had to change my talk this morning. So another example of how I know thoughts affect our lives is I went to all through school with identical twin brothers, Joaquin and Julio Atencio. It appeared they had identical lives. I had been to their house. Their parents seemed to treat them the same. But even though they looked the same, their lives were different. Julian got good grades. He went to college and became a really good, successful real estate broker. Joaquin was always skipping school. He got in a lot of trouble. In a lot of ways, he was the fun one. And for years, he seemed to lead a life of self-destruction. At our 50-year class reunion, both brothers were there. I was surprised when Joaquin told me he had become a registered nurse. I must have looked shocked because he went on to tell me that after years of telling himself how stupid he was and thinking thoughts that made him feel bad, he changed his thinking. Yep, he changed his thinking. Sounds simple, but sometimes hard. It started with a book he found in the bus station called The Power of Positive Words by Stan Toller. He said he read the book over and over until he started thinking positive words about himself. He went on to say that he started his day telling him something good about himself. He went back to school and discovered that learning came easy. He said he became a nurse because he wanted to help those young boy patients know how special they were. So learning to be mindful of our words gives us an insight into how they influence the people around us when they're spoken. Right out of high school, I attended college during the day, and I worked in the admitting office of St. Joseph Hospital in Orange, California. I was on the evening shift. Sister Marie Michelle was the nun who hired me, and then about 10 months later, she was transferred to another hospital. And about a year later, in the late afternoon, she came into the lobby with some other nuns. I had been waiting on a member of a patient's family, and when the woman walked away, Sister Marie Michelle came up to the desk and leaned over and looked me right in the eye and said to me, "I was so proud of you. How pleasant you were and kind to that lady who was just here." Now, I was 18 years old. Her words touched me deeply and gave me an inner confidence about what I was doing that I didn't have before. you can tell it made a difference in my life. That was a long time ago, and I still feel it. So I've been reading about the neuroscience behind our minds, behind our words. It's very interesting, although somewhat boring at times. And studies have proved that negative words release stress and anxiety-inducing hormones into our bodies. I read how negative words affect our health. They can lead to high blood pressure and lowered immunity. They can disrupt our sleep patterns and leading to a night of sleeplessness. Hate speech can cause emotional distress, contributing to many physical ailments, including diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. In their jointly written book, Words Can Change Your Brain, Dr. Andrew Newberg, a neuroscientist, and his friend Mark Waldman, a communication expert, wrote, a single word has the power to influence the energy in your genes, the ones that regulate physical and emotional stress. Our bodies listen to our words. By holding positive and optimistic thoughts, you can stimulate this frontal lobe of our brain. And our research has shown the longer you concentrate on positive words, the more you positively affect the other areas of your brain. I think we can say that positive words are vitamins for our brain. So we really can actually change our brains with our thoughts. Essentially, by holding a positive view of ourselves, helps us train our brains to see the good in others. And all of this is in line with Unity's third principle. We can create our world with our thoughts. And then there are those times when we accidentally say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Here's a couple of examples. Sally worked in a restaurant as a server. She embarrassed herself when she put down a dish in front of the customer and said, "Watch your hands, it's hot." And that's when she noticed he had no arms. And this is what Tom shared. I was at a memorial service, and the son of the deceased thanked me for coming. Without even thinking about it, I enthusiastically said, "Anytime." And Susan shares a story. She says, at the time I was a first-year nurse, I was talking to a patient who had a beautiful plant in his room, flowers all over it. And I said, I wish I could have some at home, but everything I touch dies. Quickly, she realized what she'd said, and she said, "Oh, no, plants, not people." He laughed, but I still cringe about it every time I think about it. And we've all had those experiences, right? The words come out, you want to grab them back. So, yes, sometimes we speak without thinking, and we want to grab them back. Or we realized what we said was out of context. And that's why all of us have the ability to say, "I'm really sorry for what I said. It's not what I meant to say." And that's why it's so important to be a watcher of our thoughts and mindful of our words. And I've learned that I've practiced trying to be a watcher of my thoughts for a lot of years. And you can actually catch a thought, usually in our left hemisphere, move it to the right hemisphere, and change the thought. Try it. It works. So in closing, I affirm for all of us, we speak life into being with the intention of love, oneness, and peace for ourselves, our friends, and all living things. And so it is. God bless you.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is everywhere, and every thought's indeed a prayer.
So I invite you to pay attention to what you're thinking at this very moment and release that thought. Think about the people in your life, your schedule, where you work, who you spend time with. And think about words, not from your mind, but from your heart, where we put aside our egos and our fears, and we think of them and we say only words that are loving and kind. The prayer of St. Francis said, "Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring love." And we do that with our words. We do that with our caring hearts. So as we go into the silence, I invite you to release any negative thoughts of the people who are in your lives and surround them with a rainbow of love in the stillness.
In the Hebrew Bible, it says, "May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be peaceful and loving, now and forevermore." And so it is.
May the blessings of God rest upon me. May God's peace abide in me. May God's presence illuminate my heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide in you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest upon us. May God's peace abide in us. May God's presence illuminate our hearts now and forevermore. Now and forevermore.
Well, thank you for being here on this Sunday morning to share this service with us. We also are thankful for all those online. So we come to the time in our offering, our service where we have our offering. And so I'd invite you to take them in your hands and bless it. And let's bless our offering with the words on the screen. Together. Through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be an outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do when they settle beneath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you be brave. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Yeah, join. I just wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, falling for the fear and done disappearing, bow down to the mighty. Don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. And show me how big your brave is. Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to say be brave. What you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see be brave. Just want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you be brave. I just want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you be brave. And since your history of silence won't do any good, did you think that it would let your ears be anything but empty? Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. What you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. What you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. What you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Just want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you be brave. I just want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you be brave. Again, I just want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you be brave. I want to see you be brave.
Well, thank you, Elise. We see you and we hear you.
I sure hope so.
Let's go ahead with This Little Light of Mine, if you would.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said, here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning, everyone. We talked today about what, Cannon? Remember what the word is?
Ripples. Ripples of love. When you hug someone, it sends out ripples of love.
And we made ripples of love. Did we show them what we made? Show them your picture, your ripples? Oh, isn't that pretty? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. So I wonder if we might take that lesson. Ripple. Ripple's the word for the day, huh? Why don't we just settle in just for a moment and let our love ripple out to the universe. I'd like to invite you to bring someone to mind, someone that needs prayer, someone that needs someone that is hurting. And let your love ripple out. Ripple out to that person right now. We know that prayer changes things. And your prayer thoughts in this very moment as we close our service are rippling out and changing lives. So thank you, Sharon, and thank you, Elise, for our service today, and thank you for being here. You cause that rippling throughout our community by being present. And so with that thought, let's quietly circle up as we close our service. So we have the prayer protection and then the peace songs. So together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.